Hi, everyone. This is Ann Robertson, the Wells Discipleship and Connections Minister. And today I have with me Aubrey Ausler, who I met through the discipleship groups and connections at the Well. And I'd just like to hear a little bit more and have you share with everyone today your story of victory through our Lord Jesus, Aubrey. I think you have a great story, and I'm excited for you to share. First off, would you just kind of describe to everyone the defeating mindset or the death, so to speak, that was going on in your life whenever you came and I actually was able to meet you?
Yes. So I had been in a relationship for about 10 years that was not healthy, and I was not understanding why God was keeping me in this relationship. I felt like maybe it was something that I was doing or I needed to do differently. So I spent a lot of time doing that. And I have a fix-it personality. I feel like I need to fix things, and if I could just fix a person, then everything would be fine. So I spent a lot of time trying to fix things that weren't mine to fix. So when I met you, I had met Jesus. I had known him my entire life, but I didn't fully rely on him. So when I had met you that moment for me had happened about 2 years before that, but I couldn't have told you that. Now in this moment, I see that 4 years, that process, how things changed, and it was changing me, and I had to let things go and rely on God to fix things that weren't ever mine to fix in the first place.
I think there are a lot of people hearing this that probably can relate to that. They take on things of other people's as their own to fix instead of pointing them to Jesus Christ. Since you have been able to do that, describe the changes that only Jesus could have made in your life.
One specific thing. So I'm very protective of my kids. They're my life. And I spent a lot of time protecting them, or I thought I was protecting them, and things just didn't work. So one specific time somebody had hurt my daughter, and my normal would be to lash out and freak out, and then something told me to stop. So that moment I prayed, if you don't want me to protect my kids, I need you to do it. And I need you to show me that you're doing it. And so the very next week, we had that problem was gone. I had that problem no more immediately. So I knew at that moment I could just relax, and my kids are safe, and all I have to do is love them and provide them the things that they need. And that's allowed me to not stress out so much, and our relationship is better, and our home is so much different. We're growing and we're learning different ways to live, but we're healthier and we're happier as a family because I can let things go.
Mm-hmm. And all of that comes when we're able to just give that over to Jesus and live in victory only through him. How has the discipleship ministry, groups or connections played a role in helping you find that victory through Jesus Christ?
I've spent a lot of time in churches, but I never was motivated to go. If I went, it was fine. If I didn't, whatever. I hid in the back. I didn't talk to people. I didn't meet anyone in any of those churches. But when I was invited to the Well, it was different immediately. I wasn't like that day. First day was just it. It took a little bit of time, but I could feel the difference in the church. I stopped hiding from people, which I met you, and I met a lot of other people. I want to go to church. I'm excited to share with other people the church, and the people that are in the church, to introduce them to people in my life. My kids they don't go with me every week, but they love the church. I feel like if I can be included in that church, then the church is really for all people. It's really for everyone.
Yes. Aubrey has been a very active part of 2 groups that I believe, have been transformational to you, but also you brought people into those groups trying to help them be transformed. And any of you who have ever, sent a message and said, who sends out the pretty handwriting of postcards to first-time guests, or if you've been at a night of celebration and gotten a certificate that had such pretty handwriting, Aubrey has joined the Connections volunteer team to take care of that. That is just a small way she is able to give back. So I am so excited because I believe through just a simple telling of this story resonates with several out there. All of us have a story to tell, and it looks a little bit different. It sounds a little bit different. But I believe your willingness to speak today is going to speak to someone out there who believes that if my life could be transformed through Jesus in such a way, just like hers was, that kind of reminds us he can do it again. So I just appreciate your taking the time to come in and share with all of us today your victory in Jesus and through him. Thank you, Aubrey.
You're welcome.